Good morning. My name is Deborah Hillier. I am the marriage coach and founder of Marriage Wins 101. But this morning, while I'm reading my devotions, I'm actually reading about the time when Jesus was so upset he was crying. And it was when his very dear friend Lazarus died. It's in the book, in the Bible, in the book of John, chapter 11. I'm just going to read a little bit about it. And it starts at verse 21. Now Martha said to Jesus, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now I know that whatever you ask of God, God will give you. And Jesus said to her, your brother will rise again. Martha said to him, I know that he'll rise again in the resurrection at the last day. But Jesus told her, I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, though he may die, he shall live. And whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. He shall live. And whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe this? She said to him, Yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, who is to come into the world. And when she had said these things, she went her way and secretly called Mary, her sister, saying, The teacher has come and is calling for you. As soon as she heard that, she arose quickly and came to him. Now Jesus had not yet come into the town, but was in the place where Martha met him. Then the Jews who were with her in the house and comforting her, when they saw that Mary rose up quickly and went out, followed her, saying, She is going to the tomb to weep there. Then when Mary came where Jesus was and saw him, she fell down at his feet, saying to him, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. Therefore Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who came with her weeping. He groaned in his spirit and was troubled. And he said, Where have you laid him? They said to him, Lord, come and see. And the shortest verse in the Bible, verse 35, Jesus wept. Now, it's interesting that Jesus already knew that Lazarus had died. He'd already talked to one sister about it, had confirmed with her that he was going to raise him from the dead. But it was when he saw Mary and all the mourners crying and weeping and mourning, he was moved with compassion, and he wept. Oftentimes we hear it told that Jesus wept because Lazarus was dead. Jesus did not weep for Lazarus. Jesus wept for those who were hurting so badly and who were crying and mourning. Oftentimes we see how Jesus was moved with compassion when someone came to them and they were sick. And its Bible will say he was moved with compassion and he healed them. Jesus is always moved by our heart and our feelings. And when we are feeling bad and we are crying and we are weeping, you know that Jesus' heart is crying and weeping with us because he's so compassionate and he wants to touch our hearts. He wants to touch our lives and he wants to be there for us. So as a Christian, it is okay to cry. It's okay for a little boy to cry. It's okay for a grown man to cry. The Lord created us in a way that we can cry. He made us so that we cry when we are sorrowing. It is a way of releasing stress. It is a way of expressing our deepest emotions. But it's also interesting that he made it very, very clear in Revelation chapter 21, verse 4, that it promises in the Word that there'll be no more tears when we get to heaven. And I'll read that verse. It says, And God shall wipe away every tear from their eyes. There shall be no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying. There shall be no more pain, for the former things have passed away. Do you know why there'll be no more tears in heaven? There'll be no pain, because we'll all be healthy. There'll be no sorrow, because there will be no more sin. There will be no more consequences of sin. There will only be goodness and light in the heavenly places. So there will be no reason for tears and sorrow. We do serve a good, good Father. He has compassion for us, and He does care about what we're going through. So we can go to Him and we can cry and we can express ourselves. And we know when we do that He hears our heart. He not only hears our voices, but He hears our heart. And He will come and He will comfort us. So, take joy in the fact that you can cry, because He created that source in us. I just want to wish you a happy day, a happy life serving God. And I'll see you on the other side, wherein there'll be no more tears. My name is Deborah Hillier, founder of Marriage Wins 101, the marriage coach. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.